For the pastry cream, you will need 6 egg yolks, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 cup of milk, and 1 cup of cream. Alright. 1 cup of heavy cream. One cup of heavy cream and 1 cup of milk. And of course you can use half and half. Just make sure it is half and half, because I have actually looked and found on the ingredient list that it wasn't. Now I'm going to just turn this on until it reaches a light simmer. Light simmer. We don't want to do a hard simmer. Okay, I have put my, I thought I was recording, sorry. I put my egg yolk in my mixing bowl. And one thing I left out on the ingredients list, you know, something was nagging me. 1 cup of sugar. You just put that in, the 1/4, a little bit more here, 1/4 teaspoon. Oh, great, Jan. Right. Of salt. Look at that. It didn't even hit the rub rate. And your 1/4 cup. The salt was 1/4 teaspoon. This is 1/4 cup of cornstarch. I need to add my vanilla extract, which is like, there it is. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And you can put whatever extract, or, you know, for the flavoring, you can put whatever you want. You don't have to stick with vanilla. I'm just making the basic pastry cream. So, and I'm going to start out on a low speed. Wait a minute. Let me just drop my, there you go. I'm going to drop my whisk down so it gets to the bottom. And I'm just right now getting a little stirred up, trying to get things combined. There's some stuff out of the way. I'm going to drop that down and mix that cornstarch out. I know I've made my excuses about using cornstarch, but there's going to be a lot of negative feedback and a lot of thumbs down because of it, but you know, I think it's okay. Corn's fine as long as you have organic, and cornstarch not done properly. You do not want to put it in hot liquids. Cold only. Oh, I'm not doing that. Cold only. It'll lump up cornstarch will lump up in hot liquids. Now everything is combined, so I'm going to turn it up. Now that I can get my full attention over here, I am going to turn my eye up. And now I've got a really light simmer. It's hot. I don't want it to do any more than that. I'm going to put in a cup. So that I can temper my eggs. So I didn't have it running what I did. I was not recording. I got a cup of my milk and cream mixture, and I poured it. Once I had my simmer, I just poured it down the side slowly down the side, like that, until the whole cup was gone. And now my egg mixture is tempered, and it'll take whatever you want, so I don't have to be gentle. Other than the fact I don't want to wear milk, so make sure your mixer is on low. And yes, you do not have to have a stand mixer to do this. You can use your hand mixer. Now I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Just want to make sure everything's combined well. And that's plenty good. It's done. All right, I'm going to do a double boiler method for my to make my custard pastry cream. Because, and the reason I'm doing this is because if you were to put it directly over the heat, then you'd have to have it really low, and it's always a risk of burning your milk and cream or your mixture. So I do it on a double boiler. That's the first reason, just so there's no chance of me burning it. I'm not going to keep this on high. I'm going to turn it way down once I get a really starting to boil. And the other reason is because I don't have to stand and stir it constantly. Because if I'm stirring it constantly for 5 or 10 minutes, I'm not doing something else. So this way, I am going to be right here in the kitchen, so I am going to be stirring my mixture, 3 times every minute, 4 times, something like that. But I don't have to stir it constantly by doing this double boiler method. Now I've got as much as I want it to boil. I'm turning my stove down to almost low. And just give it a whisk, just in case something didn't stir from the bottom. And see how it's really, really thick now? I will completely take it off heat. I'm going to add the butter. You don't have to have the butter, but it does help with the mouthfeel, and it helps to keep it stiff, to retain its texture and thickness. So I'm going to stir that in. Now it took about 15 minutes for this to get to this state, and you'll see a lot of foaming in the process. Don't worry about all of that. It's, you know, but to hand stir it, it's 5 or 10 minutes, and it's 15, and to do it over a, in a double boiler, it's, well, it could be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. But it's ready, and it's thick, and it is glorious.
How do you know that? Because it's ribbon?
Oh, how thick it is. Well, yes, that's a good question. When you see how when I'm doing this, and you can see where my
tines of the whisk.
Yeah, you can see where the tines of the whisk have been. And another thing, you see when I back it up, it sits on top. See how it just sits on top?
Thank you for answering that question. That's very good.
Thank you for asking it, because I'm sure somebody else wanted to know that. Now, I've got the butter, I've got everything in it. It is ready, and I'm going to place it into a bowl. We can't use it like this. It's got to be cold. So, I'm going to get all of it. Most of it. Now, I'm going to let it cool a little bit. It's just too hot to put plastic wrap on it, cellophane wrap. But once it cools a little bit, it's not steaming so hot, I'm going to put cellophane plastic wrap right on top, and I'm going to press it on top, because you'll get a film otherwise. If you get a film, don't panic. Just skim it off, throw it away, and keep going.
What, you mean like a skin?
A film on top, a skin on top? Yes. And just keep going. And after I have put my plastic wrap and made sure, I'm going to tap it, make sure that it is in total contact with all my surface area, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator until it completely cools down. And it's going to be thick. It's going to even get thicker than what it is now. And we're going to pipe us some cream puffs.